Do you think that I'm getting algorithmed? So I just wanted to say, all lives matter. No. Even more importantly, police brutality, no one in police custody should be injured or killed or murdered, not even the police. Yeah. Can we like think about that? You know, everybody keeps on, riding for the streets and this and that, let alone, there's how many cops get a bullet to the head or are paralyzed, or there was the guy who got to the neck. How many cops were just injured in all of this, in these protests and rallies? It's just ludicrous. So watch video cam, look for the truth. It seems every black individual that gets held by the police immediately says, I can't breathe. That's a little bit strange. I keep seeing that every single video, whether they're standing up, lying down, everything, right? So, resisting arrest. Why would anybody resist arrest? Now, if you say it has something to do with an excuse of systemic but if you're innocent, they talk about the speech they give their children. So you don't say to the kids, listen, this is what the deal is. So to protect yourself, this is what you need to do. Listen, I got the Jewish talk, by the way. My mother gave us a speech on, if you're in this situation, this is how you act. This is, you put your head down, you just go, you don't fight it. Right? Like my mother told me not to be the voice that I'm becoming, but, I'm in Israel. I can be a voice. I can be a strong Jewish voice, right? Yeah, to Tel Aviv. Yeah, the voice of Tel Aviv. Why not? So this is what I was taught. I was not taught to resist arrest, but why would you resist arrest unless you were guilty of something, right? Now, if you were mentally ill, it's very tragic, but I feel like I've seen enough videos and read enough articles about police training that there is something that happens to people when they get detained or when they're put in handcuffs. I'm sure I would, and they freak out. And when they freak out, if it's not drug related, it's actually almost a psychosomatic reaction, and it's very, very scary. People can have a cardiac arrest. They could anything. They just get so freaked out and worked up that they could die. And so, this whole social worker, unless they want to keep the social worker in the trunk, I don't know, but it would be great if there was a social worker who could talk to the person that's having that's freaking out. But police are aware of it. That is why they have certain ways of restraining people. I'm telling you, I'm learning all about police things, because I'm like, wow, this is, all these people are such terrible people and are accused of things. What are they doing? So, grabbing for a police officer's weapon or touching a police officer or just grabbing anything off of a police officer, not good. So when Yahoo.com puts out an article and says that a kid is completely innocent, he wasn't completely innocent. Did he deserve to die at the hands of he didn't die in the hands, but because of whatever, no one really understands what went on. But because the cops were in charge, now they have to, now the mob is bringing this all back. So, what's going through my head, George Floyd, Rayshard Brooks, are guilty or not guilty, right? Hi, Moti. Guilty or not guilty, okay, but that's not up to the internet. That's not up to the mob. That's up to judge and jury. This is like legalities of the justice system. You don't scream justice with a sign. That's not justice. Justice is someone does a crime, someone gets arrested, someone goes to jail, someone goes on trial, someone is punished. They do their time. Hopefully they rehabilitate, maybe more money into rehabilitation. I'm sure that is one of the most difficult things, is for a criminal to go out and be on probation or to, be rehabilitated. It's very difficult, extremely. Look at everybody in lockdown. Like, it's hard to be a normal human being. Can you imagine being put in jail? You know, it's not easy. Then again, you know, as a criminal, you know you're doing something wrong. You want to be a drunk driver? That's wrong. You want to rob a bank? Wrong. You want to attack somebody? Wrong. You want to knock a 92-year-old over? You want to, completely, brutally attack a Macy's employee? Really? And get away with it? How is this possible? The two people went into Macy's, beat the sales guy up, and got away with it. And they can't find the guys, right? But here's the deal, and again also with these statues. It's not about the statue anymore. Who cares? Those are old, bronzy things. Who even really knows what statue is what? Maybe someone like Trump, he's older, he's attached to a statue. Don't get attached to idols. You know, that's like idol worshiping, right, in my mind. But like, you know, when I hear about ISIS or wherever they were, they went all over and they destroyed like religious temples and things like this. Breaks my heart. It's faith-based. But like bronze soldiers of historical figures, okay, I'm not into them. But when you physically and violently you graffiti and desecrate them, and then you try to break them down by, you know, hoisting ropes and bringing it down, this is freaking criminal. And then the idea, do you understand the prowess? Like, as they're doing this, they think that they're winning the revolution. Like, oh, we brought down Jackson. Like, the mentality, this is like the lowest level of intelligence. So if you're a friend and you're watching and you're like, yes, I don't ask you to unfriend. I mean, maybe we can share some thoughts, but I'd like to understand, when did you get so violent? You know, like there was a Black Lives Matter guy who's a complete domestic terrorist, and he was on Fox on some interview threatening. And I saw that a friend liked this video, and I wondered, because most of my friends were like, you know, it was like wow or like angry or what the fuck. And so I questioned this person whose career was really helped by white Jews. Yeah. So I'm not too sure. Maybe privilege needs to be checked at the door, and you need to start dealing with being a patriot and what American values is all about. Really. You want to burn flags? What are you doing in America? Why do you hate America that you would burn our flag? Did you grow up learning to burn flags? So, you know, historical monuments, destroying churches. I heard they destroyed the Gandhi. I mean, like, so this is just anarchy. And for that angry liberal woman that was never too stable to begin with, like, man, your politics is just, it's not working for you. The idea that you had to negate the truth and you insisted in posting a lie. You erase my comment, I don't care. That's your problem. You're the liar, not me. So the idea that you weren't even willing to see the truth, and that your immediate angry liberal lady response was to be like, you can unfriend me. Well, it's not my policy. I'm pretty open-minded. I kind of like leave myself open a little bit here. I'm curious. I also don't, you know, listen, I think Trump should be wearing a mask in all of these rallies and appearances with politicians. He's making me totally nervous. So I'm not agreeing with everything. I'm not, you know, this person that said, you know, is blind to what I think is good and bad. I don't agree with it at all. But at this point, masks have become, it's just in America. I don't know anywhere else. I don't even understand Israel anymore. But in America, it's become completely political. So, I don't know. I'm sure I'm not the only one, but I'm just so worried about my parents. I mean, this is just like, every time I think about it, I just want to cry. So I can't even go to that topic. So, there's nothing we can do, right? How can I'm so far away I can't do anything. So my little bit of just like, I'm just praying, for all of our parents, grandparents, people on the streets that are innocent. I heard, what was that guy that was some graffiti artist? He was washing his car, and some guy, did he get shot? I mean, you guys, this is this anarchy, the violence. How could you agree with it? I don't understand. And you know what? Let's do this also. Part of being a liberal is being this like very open-minded, open gender. There was no rules, right? Like ain't no boundaries. It's just open, right? But why do you expect Trump to be this like cookie cutter presidential? And really, what is a president lately? I mean, we've had such varied presidents in America lately. All right, Trump is definitely, hey, we had Ronald Reagan. He was an actor. Now we have a reality star. But why do we sit and judge Trump microscopically? Because we can, number one. But he's human. Y'all are forgetting, everyone is human. And when you take that out and then you expect him to act human to you, it's not going to happen. I can't be the fighter. Believe me, that job that adorable blonde, perfect individual who responds perfectly, I could never, hold on. I myself could never do a job like that. She's pretty unbelievable. She's like a firecracker. Hi, Daniel. Wow, how's it going in Germany? So, again, I'd like, reach out to me if you're a liberal-minded person, but I always thought a liberal-minded person who has no boundaries, sex, gender, faith, things, like everything's acceptable, kumbaya, love, love, love. So how do you have this much disdain and hate for President Trump? Like, I had issues with Obama, but I would never, ever, ever, ever speak that way about a president. Like, you just keep it to, like, your people. You don't put it publicly all through the internet. But it seems as if, like, it's okay. And I see so many of you posting things that are just not true. You're posting articles that are written by very left-leaned publications, and these are not true. You can find the video. You can listen in whole to hearings. I listen to hearings. I'm in lockdown. What else can I do? I've never listened to so much politics in my life, but we all know. So why does it keep being repeated? Trump has not asked anyone to lower the amount of testing. Right? I think he took rid of testing sites. I have to find the reason why. I don't understand that one. But he never lowered the testing being done. Dr. Fauci, all through the hearing, nothing. It was a joke, meaning you test more, you get more numbers. Like, it's sort of been the joke. Is it funny during a pandemic to make jokes? No, but he wasn't doing it out of the Oval Office. He was doing to his constituents in a rally, and so that's him. He was very funny in his rally. I mean, listen, honestly, it's hard for me to watch. So it's not like you need to yell at me or anything. Like I've tried to talk to some of you because I'm on the edge, but you push me that way because so many were being so irrational when I was finding facts and no one wanted to listen. So where are we at? Because until we get on the same page, divine intervention, we need to be on the same page. Oh my gosh, I forgot 8:30 I had an appointment and I totally spaced out. All right. Anyway, breathe until tomorrow. Namaste. And next time, can we talk about emojis? I don't know. I like them as a design effect, but I feel as a way to communicate, very sticky. So I'll see you tomorrow, Shabbat. So I'll do it sometime during the day. I think this was long. Macharish. Yalla, bye.